There comes a time in life when everything feels heavy. The nights feel longer, and even breathing feels like a task. But somewhere inside you, there is a quiet voice, a voice that whispers, "You're stronger than you think." You might not notice your own strength, because strength is not loud, it's silent. It hides in your small daily decisions, your quiet endurance, your unspoken battles. Today, through 6 powerful psychological signs, I'm going to show you that you are far stronger than you've ever realized. Let's begin. Sign 1. Letting go, the silent strength. There was a man who kept watering a dying plant. Every day he hoped it would grow. Every day it stayed the same. One morning he realized the plant wasn't dying because he didn't love it. It was dying because it wasn't meant to live. He sighed, put the pot down, and walked away. That day, he didn't just let go of a plant, he let go of a piece of himself. Psychology says that walking away from what hurts you is emotional intelligence at its highest level. If you've ever let go of someone who drained your energy, if you stopped chasing someone who didn't see your worth, if you chose peace over chaos, then understand this: you didn't lose them. You found yourself. Weak people hold on. Strong people let go, even when their hands are shaking. If you've ever made that decision, you are stronger than you think. Sign 2. Moving forward without results. Imagine a man digging a well. Every day he digs, but the ground stays dry. People laugh at him. Why waste your time, they ask, but he keeps digging, 1 inch every day. On the 100th day, still nothing. On the 101st day, still nothing. But on day 102, water bursts out of the ground. The truth was simple. He was closest to success the day most people would have quit. Psychology calls this delayed gratification. Strength, the ability to keep going even when results are invisible. If you're working in silence, if you're improving quietly, if you show up even on the days you don't feel motivated, you have an inner strength rare in this world. Most people quit before the breakthrough. Strong people stay until it arrives. Sign 3. Feeling deeply, yet not breaking. Let me tell you something surprising. The strongest people are not the ones who feel less. They are the ones who feel more. There's a story about a girl who cried after every heartbreak, every disappointment, every failure. People said she was fragile, too emotional, too sensitive. But what they didn't see was her courage. After every breakdown, she rebuilt herself. Every time she fell, she stood up again. Psychology says highly sensitive people have the highest emotional resilience. Why? Because they don't run away from feelings. They confront them, they process them, they heal. If you cry, but still continue. If you feel pain, but still show up. If you have broken, but still choose love, you are not weak. You are extraordinary. Sign 4. You no longer explain yourself to everyone. There comes a phase in life when your energy becomes sacred. You no longer chase people. You no longer try to prove yourself. You no longer explain your worth. And that's not arrogance. That's growth. Once, a wise man said, "You don't need to convince anyone who is committed to misunderstanding you." Psychology calls this boundary maturity. The moment you stop over-explaining and start living for yourself. If you've learned to say no, if you've learned to protect your peace, if you've learned that not everyone deserves access to you, then this is strength. Quiet, self-respecting, rare strength. Sign 5. Choosing peace over drama. Picture a storm. Thunder, lightning, chaos. Most people get caught in it. They shout, argue, fight, react. But strong minds walk away. Not because they're afraid, but because they've learned something powerful. Not every battle deserves your presence. Psychology says emotionally strong people value peace over ego. They don't raise their voice, they raise their standards. If you ignore unnecessary drama, if you no longer reply to negativity, if silence has become your new strength, then you are no longer controlled by the world. You control yourself, and that is true power. Sign 6. Remaining kind after everything you've been through. There is a story of a man who had every reason to become cold. Life betrayed him. People used him. Friends changed. Loved ones left. He could have turned bitter. He could have stopped trusting. He could have become hard, but he didn't. He still smiled at strangers. He still gave more than he received. He still chose kindness, even when kindness wasn't returned. Psychology says, being soft in a cruel world is not weakness, it is a superpower. If your heart is still gentle, if you still care, if you still treat people with respect, despite everything you've endured, salute yourself. This strength is unbelievably rare. You may not feel strong every day. You may doubt yourself. You may get tired. But strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet persistence, the silent endurance, the soft heart, the calm mind, the ability to get up again. If you saw yourself in even one of these signs, then remember, you are stronger than you think, much stronger, and the world has no idea what you're capable of.